welcome back to Mitford Pottery. This video is in relation to one of our recent live streams, which was a couple of different ways of doing and attaching handles. So I pull handles and extrude handles. So we're going to do both examples today. So this was thrown, and we're going to do a large pulled handle for this, and to show our extruded handles we've got 3 mugs. So we're going to extrude some handles for that. I'll show you how we'll go through that. And what I use to extrude is MKH clay extruder gun. Great for us hobby potters when you just want to do a few handles. Basically you get some cut out shapes and it extrudes it. So we're going to use the larger square. We're going to extrude them and we're going to twist them, and to do that you get a half blank, so that goes over, and that's what you extrude. Right, we need a bit of clay, which always helps. So we'll just quickly it's fresh out the bag this, so it's just a quick knead. We'll move our camera down now. So probably don't need that much, we'll half that off a bit. Basically you need a sausage of prepared clay, which will fit in the gun, which we have. So we just drop that in. Just withdraw the plunger a bit. Then what we do, we put that in the end cap. And we fasten it on, so when we start to press it, and you can see it starts to, put it that way, start to extrude out. Now what we will do, we shall get, so we need 3 handles, so we're going to get a board and I'm going to extrude 3 handles. So that's them there. Just finish them sharp corners. Now what I'm going to do, because it's just a boring square handle, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to twist it while it's wet. So we get a spiral handle. And then rest them on the board for now. So we'll do another one. That. About the right length, yes. So we'll give that a twist. Another board. I'll do one extra. So we'll do 4 of these. See, for us hobby potters, quite a handy bit of kit. There's different versions out there, all basically the same. So twist that like that. One more as a spare. Just smooth them edges off. Now we twist. So there's our 4 handles. Now what I'm going to do, because these are dried out quicker than I was expecting, and but they're not quite ready to trim. So I need the handles moisture level to catch up a little bit to the cups. So what I'm going to do is, so I've got a bit of drain pipe, which will give us our round shape. So I'm just going to move these out the way a minute. So, can you see? Yeah, we'll need to tip that down a little bit. I'm going to grab a couple of bits of clay. Just squash some sausages like that. So that stop our tube rolling about, and then just to help give these a bit of shape while they're set up, I'm just going to form them so we have them like so. We're going to let them dry and then cover them. We're going to recover our mugs. So we shall place them to one side. I'll zoom out a bit. So next, so these are our, let's say they're not quite there yet, but the bodies are drying quicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spritz them on the outside with a little bit of water, and then I'm going to cover them up loosely. Like so. So they're wrapped up, and we'll try and get these nearly the same consistency or the same moisture content as the handles before we attach them. So that's that done. So next is a pulled handle for this. So it's going to be a slightly larger handle for this, and this is messy. So we've got some warm water. So again, we only need one handle, but I'm going to do two because we're pulling the handles. So we'll get our extruder out of the way. So what I normally do is take the blanks off, and then if you extrude the last bit of clear, and that usually just pulls out off the end of the gun. So you've got that, bit of clear off there, bit of clear off there. And that, because it's still damp, that can go back in and get kneaded back in to the main body of clay. which I think I'll do now. So we'll put our main body to one side, get a little bit more clay. So got that lump of clay, which we will need about 50 times. So this is all our excess clay off the gun. So I want a sort of carrot shape, so we're going to hold it like that and pull the handle out of that bit. Yeah, carrot shape. So we'll get two handles out of that hopefully. Place that on the board out of the way a minute. Get our bucket of water ready. What else do I need? I need a board to put them on. So these are going to be slightly longer handles. So we'll get a slightly longer board. It's all board ready. Dry our hands. Now can we see this? So we're going to be there. So I need to get a bit of height on the camera. Like so. How are we doing? Can we see that there? Yes. So I have done other videos with pulling handles. So we're going to grip there and we're going to extrude this bit here. So I'll dip it in the water. And it's literally keep squashing that, turning it. And as you can see, it starts to elongate. One of the things I found doing this, don't stop when you get to the end, go off. Just take a little bit longer. So as you can see, because we've been running not quite off the bottom because of the position we're in, we're starting to get a really thin bit there. Which will eventually snap off, which it has done. Just dry this board off. So there's our handle. So I'm thinking probably is around here somewhere. So I'll just move the camera down so you can see the board. So we've got the edge of the board. So what we're going to do, we're going to lie our handle on there to our sort of required length, which is about that. And cut it off. So we got that. So we're going to do another one. So we got two. What I might try and do is, if I put that there, we'll get a different seat, I think. See if we can get a better shot. So that's a bit high. we put our bucket there, keep turning it, because what you do, you nip it, it's sort of an oval, so you keep turning it the other way so it doesn't become a complete like one-sided oval, if that makes any sense. Plenty of water. So there's our second handle. Again, just move you up. So line on the board, make that one a little bit longer and cut them off. So there's our two pulled handles for our jig. So next stage, get the camera back up. So that's the handles extruded. So we've got our extruded handles, and our pulled handles. So what we got to do now, we got to move the camera up a wee bit. We have now got to let them dry enough where they're reasonably the same dryness as the bodies, which is why I've formed them ones. They're quite wet because you use a lot of water on them. We'll come back when they've sort of caught up, and then we'll trim the bodies and attach the handles. So once that's done, I will see you, and it'll only be a second. So see you in a minute. Okay, we have reset a couple of days later, and our pieces are just about dry enough to work on. Well, we'll see as we go anyway. So trimming first. So I've got some, I'll move the camera down a bit. So to trim first, we're going to trim the base of the jug. I need to throw some better chucks actually to hold the work, but got Griffin Grip, got a bit of grippy mat, and we're hoping that these are big enough to hold it. See what we're like for that's pretty good. It's a bit wobbly, but so we're just going to trim that and then a foot. And to do that, we are going to use a Hsinchuen Leach trim tool, and we need a bit of plastic for friction. So like I say, we're just going to trim this outside bit first. Bit of pressure on the top, get the wheel going. So we're going to leave that, I'm going to put a line there. Now we'll start on the inside. Okay, so we've took the thick out of there, so now we're going to work our way up to this rim. Make sure we're still this is where you got to take your time. So what I want to do as well, just put a matching line right, that's it. Done. We'll have a clean up and be back in a minute. Okay, we have reset. So now we're going to do some handles. So first things first, we're going to do this fella with a pulled handle. One thing I do need to put on here first is a stamp. I'm going to put that on the side, I think. That, make sure it's flat still. That's it. So, because we've got a spout, the handle obviously has to go opposite the spout. So we're going to go there. And for pulled handles, we've got a choice of two. We'll see which one suits the job better. So I've got one slightly longer than the other, so we'll have a look at how we're going to do it. I think we might do it right up there, all the way down to there. So I think we'll go for the longer. Go for the longer handle. Oh, we'll rest that on our board there. So longer handle. I think I'm going to start it from this shoulder here. Do I start it from there? How does it look better from? Or halfway up? I'll go about there, about halfway. So we've got to line them up. Scratchy tool. And what I'm going to do, I'll just I'm going to freshen this up with a bit of water, 2 seconds. So it's just the same when we've pulled it, we'll just bit of water on because it's got all the board marks on it. And we just give it a few wipes over just to make it nice. And I need my cloth to wipe my hand. So we're going to go that way. So we're going to just splay the end out a little bit, like so. Give it a scratch, and then we'll give it a big dollop of slip. I think I'll just get the sponge out of the equation for a minute. So that's got to go that way, isn't it? So fingers behind there, line it up, squish it on. I should be able to pick that up. Okay. Just making sure it's attached. We'll finish it off in a little bit. Fine tune it a bit more. So if I pick it up, sponge back now. I'm going to lean them forward, and then we're going to bring this handle about. Let's have a look at the side profile. Yep, about there. That should do us. I'm going to line them up. Line them up so he's nice and straight. Just going to dot a slip. Up. Apply a bit of pressure. So now we've got to figure out how we finish the handle off. Now I have seen, was it Hsinchuen Lin finish off the handles like that? So you get a pin tool, and we want a nice crisp line here. So basically we're going to press that like that to cut that little bit off. We'll turn it round, so we've got a nice crisp finish there at the bottom. And now I'm just going to smush the edges in a bit. Sort of like butterfly tail finish, but it's a variation of it. So that is our jug. Right, we'll reset and we'll do the mugs, so I shall be back in a few seconds. Okay, next to trim, we've got our 3 mugs. I'm going to give these a quick trim. Nothing to do on the base really, just to finish this edge off. And they're ready for our handles, so this is a quick trim. They're all trimmed, so we'll see in a minute when we're doing handles. We'll just reset. Okay, we've reset. Going to do some other handles now, which are our extruded ones, which which we have been keeping under wraps so they don't dry out too much. So these are our twisted square handles. Hopefully they haven't dried out too much. No, they are right. And I've got them to choose on. So first cup. Pick a handle for it. Put some of this off. Get it to a size we want. About there. So we've cut that down to that, and it should go on like that. He says a little bit of work to do on it. We need a knife, and I need to get these out of the way. Put that up there. I need my knife. I need my handle. Scratching tool. So I've got to pick the best angle for this one. So I think we're going to go there. I'm going to let that slip sink in a bit so it equalises the moisture between the handle and the body of the cup, just for a few seconds while we do the others. So we'll speed this bit up and I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, so that's that done. Just need a little bit of fettling off here, just to wipe this excess slip off. Surprising how quickly it does dry. So that's dry already, that. I need some water, that's what I need. Have I got any water? So that's it, all fettled off, jointed. Now we just got to fingers crossed for when it dries. So I'll not bore you with the rest of it. So we've done our pulled handle on our large jug, and we did our extruded handles using our gun. Hope you found this interesting and useful, and thanks for watching, and I will catch you in a video soon. Like, subscribe, comment, website, all that type of stuff, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.